today is actually the day we're gonna start cutting the roof off this thing. I honestly did start cutting pieces off the roof off camera last week. Let me show you. So I did remove the back section. This is all done, the glass with the frame. This will be the tailgate. Of course, I'm gonna be refinishing all the edges when it's all said and done. Easy. The rubber sealant or trim, whatever you want to call it, because this whole piece is going to be gone, so we're not going to need it, but still the bottom section is going to be needed for the tailgate, so this thing doesn't like rattle and make a noise. So we're going to be cutting it right here. This is gonna be the top of the tailgate, so we'll keep in the bottom section, and this has to go. Now the reason I kept these side steps until now is to use them to reach whatever parts like the rails on top. I need to remove those, so this will make the job much easier. I'm not gonna cut the whole roof in one piece because, let me explain, this part here will be cut and moved forward over here so we can weld the back window to that section. This will save me a lot of metal fabrication, a lot of welding, and will give it that finished look like it was OEM. At least that's the plan. The rails have to come off, and the rear windows. I don't know, when I took off the rear window, it shattered by accident, and honestly, breaking the glass made the job much easier, because automakers, car makers, the glue they use for attaching the glass becomes rock hard after a while, and it's a nightmare just trying to remove that. And preserving the glass is going to take a lot of time and some special tools which I don't have. Plus I'm not going to be reusing any of this glass, so there's no point in like wasting the time. So I'm just going to break the glass, clean it up, remove that molding, maybe take off the side steps in this video. My main goal today is taking off this back section and taking my time with it, because the more precise the cut is, the less body work I have to do down the line. And it just started raining. Beautiful. Now the next step is one I've been waiting for a long time. Removing these dated, ugly side steps that will give the Hummer the illusion of being lifted, although it's not, especially with the bigger tires. Will give it that cleaner look, I guess. So let me take care of that real quick, then move to the rear glass. Well, this was not fun at all. These guys were a pain. They were all stripped out, rusted, seized. Hold on, let me give you a visual. Okay, so you guys tell me, this looks better or this? I know, just like everything else, some people are gonna like, some people are gonna hate, but for me this looks more up to date, cleaner. And if you know me, you do know I'm a big fan of weight reduction, so this is at least, I would say, like 30-40 pounds, so we're doing good. All right, let me turn off this thing and tackle the other side. Probably it's gonna take me another 30 or 40 minutes. These are not gonna be easy to remove, so I'll see you guys on the other side. Now it's time to move to the rear glass, both sides. So I'm gonna start working on them from the inside, and in case they break, I really don't care much. It's just a matter of cleaning up, and my main concern is gonna be trying to protect the paint at the bottom, because all this is gonna be gone. This section here, I need to stay clean on this bottom part. So I'm gonna throw some masking tape on it. Maybe it will help. Try to go as slow as possible. I was able to remove the whole thing in one piece. It didn't shatter on me. I did some cleanup, took out all the residue, and the paint is still in decent shape. The masking tape helped quite a bit. Now it's time to tackle the other side. Let's do it. So this is taking longer than expected. I don't want to shatter the glass. So the battery just died on me, and I do need a break. What is a few seconds for you is like hours for me. So I'm just gonna charge the batteries and resume, I guess, tomorrow in the morning. So I'll see you guys then. Well, it is the next morning. I did go ahead and took care of the glass on the other side. For some reason this side was way hotter than the other side. I have no idea why. It gave me such a hard time. Anyways, it's off. Now I'm gonna start working on the side windows. Remove as much as I can, wiring, the brackets, the window mount, the rubber trim. So yeah, remove whatever I can, both sides. Then remove the door handles, because after I remove the glass, I'm gonna have access to the cables inside right here, so I won't need those handles anymore. I can reach in and just open the door. Glass is out, all the trim is out, window regulator is out. A wiring harness I'm gonna keep for a little bit. Before I snap it off, I want to make sure there's nothing going to the back. I don't want to make any mistakes. I still need for now are these two cables for the locking mechanism for the door. Next is gonna be removing the handles. I did remove Hummer handles before. If I remember correctly, it's just, yeah, it's right there. There should be a bolt so these are supposed to be super easy to take off. There you go. Let me see. Right there. So as soon as I loosen this up, the handle should come right up. Let's see. Okay. I remember this correctly. I should slide this back and out. There it goes. Perfect. On to the next side. I'm gonna save you guys from watching this all over again. I'm just gonna take care of it off camera and I'll show you the end result. By the way, this Hummer is gonna get way uglier before it starts to look good or pretty again. So you guys stick with me. I promise this will be good at the end. This side is done as well. I'm just gonna do some cleanup and seal off this edge right here so the water doesn't come inside the door until it's time for welding. At that point I can weld shut all the edges. So real quick, and we move to the next step. So we have to address an issue with the, actually not an issue, I have to make a decision regarding the sunroof. I'll show you guys as soon as we're done with the doors. So let me start working on the doors and we'll talk about the sunroof after. Okay, so I am gonna tackle the most, not difficult, but the most sensitive cut right now, which is this section here, because it involves the roof. There is a couple, 2 layers of metal right here because it is a structural piece, so I'm keeping that. So my cut needs to be exactly right here on the edge. I hope I'm getting this right, the angle right. Anyways, I am gonna put a couple of holes right here through the roof to mark it so I can see it from the other side. It is gonna be very sensitive, so I want to take my time with this. I don't want to be worrying about the camera. Let me do this off camera and I'll see you guys on the other side. I brought you guys back for a big moment, I guess. This has to be one of, or maybe the most important cut in the whole project. It came out really good, if I may say so myself. I think the key here is taking your time, like really taking your time. I had to measure and remeasure, and I swear I measured this thing like 100 times, and I stopped like another 100 times just to make sure I'm on the right line. So I did miss the structural piece right here, and if you can hold on, let me give you a better view. It came out super straight. Could not be happier with it. Of course I'm gonna have to do some filing down of the metal and some extra trimming, but it's always better when you're doing metal work to have like extra metal, extra material than to come short. Then you're gonna have to do a whole lot of welding. So yeah, so far so good. Let me put you guys down so you can see this thing coming off. think this is a good view right here.
Here we go.
This is a good stopping point for me. I know for you it's only been a couple of minutes, but for me it's like 2-3 days of work. If it is like a metal workshop, they maybe can knock this out in a few hours, but for somebody who's never done this before, I think I'm doing pretty good so far. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I think the next video is gonna be the big one. This whole thing's gonna come off. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one.